Happy April the 1st. We are officially into the month of April, guys. I hope you are doing great. Just wanted to jump in here and do a quick live stream. I'm going to do some collective energetic readings for this month ahead. See what's coming up for the day, for the month kind of energy. I just finished recording and posting all 12 of the zodiac forecast for the month of April. They were great. They were really, really good. Gotta say, I think my favorite reading of all 12 was Taurus. Taurus had an incredible reading. Not only were the cards really nice, but it was just the feeling of it. The energy of it was really nice. So Taurus, or people with Taurus influence in their charts, I think you're going to have a great April. And I think that a big part of what you're building up to is the sun coming back around into your sign on the 19th. I really do. You know, because as the sun moves through your collective 12th house during the time of Aries, you know, you're feeling a lot more sensitive. You're cleaning a lot of things out. But then once your sun sign moves into your sign, it's like, boom, you know, your energy comes up big time. So I really loved the Taurus reading. The other thing that just kept coming up again and again, and this has been a theme, I think, for just a little while here, maybe the past month, was the Judgment card. Again and again, I was seeing that energy, seeing that very transformative energy. But as I always say, I feel like Judgment, you know, is the higher vibration of the Death card. It's the lighter vibration of it, right? It's rising above that because, you know, the Death card is ruled by Scorpio and the Judgment card is ruled by Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet. So, you know, to me, the Death card is like really the death, the actual hard work of going through a major transition or change. And then once you get to the Judgment card, it's like that's the phoenix from the ashes rising. That's coming back to life. That's having that renewal, that rebirth, second chances, you know, being restored, new opportunities coming around where you didn't think you would get them again. And I would say that, yeah, overall, for all the signs, I was just, you know, feeling that as a collective energy for the month of April coming through. So just taking our chart out just to take a peek at it. We've got our April chart. This is the chart for April the 1st here. Start at 6 a.m. for this particular chart right there, as you can see. This is for the East Coast, for my area, but that is, you know, what we're looking at. So, you know, we're just coming in with so much conjunct energy as we begin. This is also the new moon today. You know, we see over here, right here, we got the sun and the moon sitting side by side in the sign of Aries. And so not only are we in a new month's vibration, but we came into the first of the month with the new moon. So the new moon cycles are wonderful, guys. They open up in a 2-week cycle of new, fresh energy. You may feel a little bit revitalized, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more, you know, that go-getter spirit that we have, you know, when we want to get our things done and we want to start projects. The big thing that will always be a challenge with Aries energy is there's usually a huge burst of excitement at the beginning, but then it sometimes fizzles out because Aries is a great initiator, but when it comes to follow through, it many times has a tough time with that simply because it gets bored, the energy kind of fizzles, right? So I would say, you know, if you have some energy in an earth sign or something like that, if you happen to be an Aries, you know, you're going to feel like you can get things done a lot better and you're going to have a lot more wherewithal, a lot more stability, stamina, and patience, right? Because Aries is generally not a patient energy. It wants it done fast. It wants it done now or yesterday if possible, right? You know, so that is why it's such a different energy to Capricorn. You know, that's why it squares Capricorn. It squares Cancer because Cancer and Capricorn do tend to be more patient signs. Aries is not. So, you know, just keep in mind that you may initiate a lot of things this next 2 weeks. But work on making sure that they are things that you can go the long distance with and actually complete, because if you can't, those ideas and energies may fizzle out on you. So we also have, of course, Mercury traveling along in Aries. So we have quite a lot of fire energy. To me, this is act first and think about it later kind of feelings. So you may see people acting very impulsive, spontaneously. That is something that's going to be going on absolutely this weekend and through the next 2 weeks ahead, especially. You're going to feel that. We are coming up to a close of Venus in the sign of Aquarius. We're going to move up into Venus in Pisces on April 5th, which I'm very glad to see because that is the exaltation sign for Venus. That is one of the best placements for it. And so we're going to be going out of that more intellectual, emotionally detached Aquarian energy and into a much softer, gentler kind of space. Same thing with Mars. Mars is moving out of Aquarius in the middle of the month into Pisces as well. So we're going to have a lot of that softer, fishy energy coming in along with our Taurus energy later in the month. It's going to take it from a more masculine, fiery, dynamic, impulsive place to a more thoughtful, spiritually based and very grounded place. So I'm going to just do a collective read, guys, for you and see what comes out for our basic energies of the day and, you know, kind of get a feeling on what the new moon is opening up for us. You know, I will open this up for personal questions if we have enough people in the chat or in the line to do that. So if people are interested in personal readings, those are a $15 minimum donation, and I can accept PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. I have all the links below in the description box, and I also have the YouTube Super Chat option while this is streaming, while we are live. So let's go ahead and see what we have. I'm going to start out with a little bit of a tuning fork. We're going to clear our space a little bit, and we're just going to see what is coming through for us as we begin this new moon and as we begin this new month. It is a beautiful day today too, guys. It is absolutely gorgeous here right now. So if people aren't online, I totally understand why. It's because they're out enjoying this gorgeous weather. I'm going to use these to clear the cards too. Hey, Miss Silver Star, Miss Aries. How are you doing? Hey, David. Good to see you popping in. Hope all is well. Just getting ready. It's a new moon today. It's a new moon today, so it's exciting. I love the new moon energy. For me, it's always a good one because I was born right on that cusp of that new moon, so it always gets me. All right, guys, so let's see what we've got. Dear angels, guardians, guides, and friends. Boy, that wants to flip over. These are already getting worked up. Already. Let's see what we've got, please. For the beginning of April here, the new moon today, what kind of energy can we expect for the collective? Starting this new moon over the next 2 weeks, what are our key themes? What are our energies that are going to be coming through? I should have renamed this stream Happy New Moon. Happy Aries New Moon, because that is what we are really looking at today. Ooh. I love to see it come out. We got the love card. And let me tell you, I've been using this little dragon oracle for a minute. The love card has never come out. Not once. I've had a lot of other ones, wisdom, independence, conviction, all of that. But the love card hasn't come out. So look at that. I think this next 2 weeks is starting some new, happier love energies. Good to see it. A more loving vibration. We absolutely need it. And on the bottom of the deck was grounding. So I just feel like, you know, this to me is really getting stable within our love vibration, right? You know, I honestly feel like no shade to the Aries out there, but I really kind of feel like the better part of this month is going to be the second part of this month when we hit into more of that Taurus and Pisces energy. That's what I'm feeling from these two cards. Pisces is that universal unconditional love because Venus is going into that sign. And then we've got the grounding. That feels so Taurus, right? It's earthy. It's kind of goaty too, a little Capricorn, those horns, you know, it's very earthy. And so I just feel like if, you know, things have been shaky in your love life or in your, you know, own love or care for yourself, this is going to change. It's going to get a lot more tangible. Things are going to manifest better. I feel like people that are maybe dating or they're not real sure of a relationship as of yet, it's like you'll get those answers that tells you, yes, this is stable and secure, or no, it's not, and you'll know to move on. So that's a very good feeling. But I overall feel like love is becoming more secure, more stable, more grounded. And we're ready to manifest the things that we love too. Yeah. Got a lot of that. A lot of that vibration really came out in the collective reads too, for each sign. There was also a lot of creative energy. So I feel like this is also like doing what you love, creating something that you love. Let's get into a numerology card here, guys. Let's see what our numbers are looking like for this new moon. I'm just going to use the same cards that I used for each of my zodiacs. Hey there, Miss Strawberry. Miss Pisces. Pisces is getting a nice burst this month. Venus and Mars moving into our Pisces sign. I love it. That's my Venus return because my Venus is in Pisces. I'm excited for that. All right, let's see what we have got, please. Yeah, Pisces energy really helps the water signs and it helps the earth signs a lot. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio all get a really nice boost from that, you know, and that's going to push Venus and Mars across Jupiter. Really does expand that universal love and compassion. It really does. Look at that. I'm saying number 61. Look at that. Self-love. With the love card and grounding, like I said, it's not just for people in romantic relationships, but if you are, that's gonna flourish too. But I think this has so much to do with loving, valuing, and nurturing ourselves first. I always say it, and we always know it's true. If you don't love yourself, if you don't treat yourself good, if you don't fill your own cup of happiness and contentment, you really can't give that to somebody else very easily or very well at all, right? You know, people that are just miserable and they hate themselves and they're negative towards themselves all the time, how do they expect to love anyone else in a good way? It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's like, you think you might get in a relationship and that'll make you happy, but if you're essentially pretty miserable in the first place, it's only going to be a temporary band-aid, and then it'll wear off and you'll be right back to being miserable with yourself and making the other person unhappy too, right? Because you're just like, rah! So self-love is the number 61. 6 is the number of relationships, love, and harmony. Number 1 is the number of the individual. Add those two up, we get a 7, and that has a lot to do with personal growth and development. On the bottom of the deck, you're going to love it. This reflects so much. You know, we had love and grounding, and there it is, 44, environment. There's that earth energy. What's your environment like? Is it a self-supportive environment? Does it encourage your self-love? Does it encourage your affirmation of all your good qualities? What is your environment like? How do you make it positive? How do you make it, you know, supportive to yourself? How do you make it supportive to your good routines, your meditation, you know, whatever spiritual practices you have, right? 4, 4, because that's our 4 and our 4 adds up to 8, right? We got adds up to 7, adds up to 8, because this is about self-empowerment, self-growth, personal growth, and manifestation, because the 8 is a manifestation number. It is a balance, right? Above and below, right? If you have your roots set in good soil, the branches are going to be flourishing on the top, right? The roots outnumber the branches, right? We got to have a good grounding center. We've got to have good foundation under us so that we can flourish up here. Now, wow. Next, let's get into some crystals and chakras. Let's see what's being encouraged with this new moon. I think it already looks fabulous. This just feels so good to me. both heart chakra stones. Of not a surprise, because this is like heart chakra, heart chakra. So the top crystal was Dioptase. It's a small crystal. I don't actually have this one in my collection. I should look it up. It's a smaller crystal though. It's a very deep teal blue color. Has to do with the direction of the heart, right? Where do you direct your love? Where do you direct your heart energy? That's important. Choosing where you want to put that. Choosing where you want to put your passion, where you want to put your love and care and nurturing. The jade comes up on the bottom. I've been looking into getting some jade because it's a really wonderful supportive stone for dragon people, especially. It's very good. So it is another heart chakra stone, and it has to do with good luck. So I feel like, you know, direct it where you feel the most prosperity, the most abundance. Direct your heart where you feel like that's what's supportive, that's what's nurturing, that's what gives you a good, positive feeling, right? If it doesn't feel good, I'd kind of steer away from it. But I feel like, you know, for those of you that may be feeling as well, like, oh, I never have good luck in love, oh, things never work out for me, I feel like that direction is changing. It's like the direction is shifting into one of, you know, good things happening rather than disappointments. This feels very nice. This feels very nice. It feels like a real shifting of the heart focus or the heart direction. Sort of like instead of things never working out, they start to work out. But a lot of it just really comes from you taking good care of yourself and grounding really solidly in your own supportive energy, your own self-love, your own self-worth. You know, it's, I wish that we had that in our culture, which we really don't, you know, and I think it's starting to change slowly but surely, but it is one of those things that it's an old paradigm that we're working with all the time. You know, it's that constant feeling of like, I can't be happy till I find that one person that completes me and fixes me. And that's not the way it works, right? It's like this is telling us it's like in order to really have something good, it's like we have to be good and squared in here, right? It's like we can't expect to go finding something external to fix us. It doesn't work that way. We have to work on ourselves first. Even if we're in a relationship, we got to work on ourselves first. Because if we're not, woo, because you see that, like, that's the thing, like, you start doing that, you start caring for yourself, taking care of yourself, working on your, you know, your own happiness. And what are, you know, a lot of people say you're being selfish, you're only thinking about yourself. It's like, actually, by thinking about yourself, you are actually nurturing all of your relationships, because if you are good, if you are solid, if your confidence doesn't get shaken easily, you're going to be a better person, a better friend, a better love partner, all of it, all of it. Let's get into next some spiritual guardians and guides. Let's see who's helping us on our journey of this 2 weeks in this new moon. I'm very excited about this. It feels amazing. Oh, yeah. Both of these. Off the top, Goddess Kuan Yin. I love her. She does have some dragon energy. She had many portrayals of her artwork. You know, she's riding on the back of the dragon. The dragon helps her out. But she is about kindness, compassion, and divine mercy. Boy, this is an energy of forgiveness, unconditional love. Very sweet, very loving energy, right? She's the one that could have ascended, the bodhisattva that could have ascended higher into the heavens, but she felt such a sense of compassion for people on earth that she turned back and she said, dragon, take me back down there. I gotta help them out. So this is, you know, this is like she could have left, but she came back to, you know, share more compassion and mercy and healing. So this is a nice energy. And on the bottom, we have the god Horus, beautiful, the falcon-headed, right? You know, clear seeing, intention, and perspective. This is seeing things from the bigger picture, not allowing our sight or our vision forward to get cloudy or muddled. To me, that is that, you know, being able to see things from the bigger picture, take action towards the long run, you know, not short term. This is long term. This is long-term love and compassion. This isn't short-term energies, right? Let's get into some tarot here, guys. We're going to keep it simple. Past, present, future. suggested outcome, see what it looks like for our new moon energies. Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right in the center, it is the sun. So I do feel like this is just a happy time. This is a time when people are just in general feeling more optimistic about where they're going. This is really like, let's shut off the old negative energies. You know, let's let bygones be bygones. Let's focus on the good things rather than the challenges. There's always going to be challenges in life, right? But I feel like this is the energy of overcoming something difficult from the past. The sun is the most positive, optimistic card in the tarot. Many people consider it to be the best card because it does just restore all that happiness, all that life force, the essential life force energy. You know, it's just a happy, good feeling. It's a positive feeling. It's things working out in our favor. Let's get a clarifier, please, for the sun. What does this pertain to, especially? Look at that. It is. These are victories of the heart, victories of personal strength and courage and bravery, right? Leo energy, big time coming out here. My goodness, if you're a Leo, you may be feeling this month, feeling this next 2 weeks. Aries season is great for Leo because, you know, fire. Is very supportive. But I feel like as a collective, this is just gorgeous. I mean, this is like your heart's energy being restored. It's like your faith and hope being restored in a lot of respects. But I also feel like if you've been strong, if you've been courageous and brave, if you've really fought through some difficult times, you're really coming through. You're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, because to me, the Strength card is a card of bravery. It's a card of courage. You know, having continued on even in the face of adversity. It's one of my favorite cards. It's my personal card because it's a number 8. I'm a life path 8. So anytime I see a Strength card, I always really love it. It just feels good. You know, to me, it's Strength card, the woman, you know, is always that symbol of our inner divinity or inner spirit. And the lion is the symbol of our physical incarnation, you know, that comes with all of its ups and downs. You know, the roaring lion. It can be fussy, it can be angry, it can be jealous, it can have all sorts of issues and ups and downs and feelings. And you know, that symbol of spirit is there to help calm and soothe the lion, you know, and we have both of this within ourselves. You know, using our inner divinity to calm our external is always quite the journey. But this is very heart-based. Heart chakra, I mean, this is just a love time. This next couple weeks, this new moon is birthing a lot of fresh new heart chakra energy. I feel like love and, you know, self-love and personal compassion, they're at an all-time high. What you're leaving behind, look at this on the collective, is the 4 of Cups. So I really feel like a lot of folks, you know, we're leaving behind some energy of just putting up with things. Putting up with things or focusing on things that don't work out or just don't fulfill us, right? You know, spirit might be just trying to get our attention, trying to say, hey, over here, y'all, you know, there's something better. There's something better for you. But, you know, people, we're stubborn. We like to focus on things. We like to get hyper fixated on something, even if it's not working for us. Even if we're sick of it. So it just feels like we're standing up and walking away from the things that, you know, it's like the watch pot doesn't boil anyway. So we might as well go focus on something else if one thing isn't working out. And spirit will continue to try to get our attention and give us those other, you know, magical opportunities. There it is. What did I say when we started this? I said the Judgment card was a huge energy that I was feeling for a lot of people. You know, this is like, to me, the reason that, you know, that sun is, you know, coming in so happy for the present energy of the new moon is because I feel like a lot of folks have really risen up. Like they've really shed off the old skin. Judgment is all about that. Second chances, rebirth, phoenix from the ashes, leaving behind old energies, old life patterns, old habits, And starting to really believe that, hey, I could have a better life. I could have a new beginning going into the future. I just feel like the Taurus season is going to be so strong and so good. We've got this Hierophant card, the wise counselor coming in, super strong Taurus energy going in to the future. I feel like this next 2 weeks is really setting us up for a very positive Taurus season. Taurus time is one of the most fertile, abundant times, along with probably Cancer. You know, these are just times where, you know, a lot of things start to flourish, a lot of past efforts start to pay off. To me, this is also, you know, always, you know, with the Hierophant is getting very focused and directed and grounded in what your path is, whatever that path is. You know, it's whether it's a spiritual path, a relationship commitment, a new job, or a continuing job that you're already working on. It's traditional energy, right? It is. It's very old. It's a little bit old-fashioned, but it's very positive. This is also unity with like-minded people coming together. So you may feel like you're connecting with people that understand you and understand where you want to go in life a lot better than usual. This is definitely seeking higher wisdom. Hey there, Nancy. Good to see you in the chat. Let's see the Hierophant. Let's clarify that, please, Spirit. Yeah, this is so nice. Earthy season, right? Page of Pentacles on top of that, clarifying. So I feel like for a lot of folks, there will be new jobs starting. There will be new enterprises. Could be new plans for travel or movement. New adventures coming in. Investing your energy wisely, right? Because I feel like that's something, you know, that really does happen during Taurus time. It's like really planting those seeds in the earth. Waiting to see what comes up. Let's see what suggested approach and outcome are, please, Spirit. There's that clarity. There it is. I'm going to shuffle separately for the outcome. Let's clarify this. So the suggested approach is the Ace of Swords. It is. It's clarity, seeing things clearly. It is victory. Right? I think this has a lot to do with resetting our mind and our intentions towards one of victory and expecting good outcomes. I really do. Very strong air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. But to me, this is the hand of Spirit really coming in and making your path clear, helping you to really see without confusion what you should do, where you should go. And I know that's a thing. It's a thing for me, for sure. And I know it's a thing for a lot of people, is just wanting to make the right choices, wanting to have all the information, wanting to not be confused or, you know, what's the word? Having the wool pulled over your eyes, something like that. Not having people deceive you, right? Really having good, clear, honest people that'll really tell you the truth, all of that. Yeah, and I think that it really, this I think is for a lot of folks, the suggested approach is to get clear on who you want to work with, who you want to associate with, who you want to partner up with. Because the Three of Pentacles is all about collaborative teamwork and effort coming together. It's about people, you know, that all are in it for the common good. The traditional Three of Pentacles, you know, shows the two people coming to the architect with, you know, a blueprint for a new temple, like a new spiritual structure, right? So it's like all of them are working together towards that end. And Three of Pentacles in the modern witch is similar too, you know, it's like it's a collaborative effort. You've got the teacher, you've got the student, the art student, and you've got the model, right? And they're all working together to help her get better at what she's doing. And it's just, but it's good for everyone. Everyone gets supported through this, right? It's all towards a common goal. So let's get a potential outcome here for this next 2 weeks. This is the start of this new moon that we're in today. Page of Swords. It's very swordsy here in this energy, right? I do. It's like this is new thoughts, new ideas, new approaches to things. Test your ideas out the next couple weeks, guys, because, you know, Page of Swords can be an immature energy. It's kind of young. It's kind of young air sign energy, right? I think that this is going to be a couple weeks where there's a lot of information coming in. Ultimately, that's what you're really going to have to work through, is a whole lot of info. Make sure that you look it all over so that you make good choices here. Don't believe gossip, don't believe rumors, don't believe in things that you just hear third party, fourth party, right? It's just, you know, get the truth straight from the source. That's what I would say always too about the Page of Swords, because he is a little gossipy. He is. He's a little gossipy. He's a little spy, like looking in, checking out what everyone's doing. It's like, mind your own business. Mind your own business, dude. Let's get a clarifier, please, on the Page of Swords. And the King, yeah. Instead of being into that energy of youthfulness, be the King instead of the Page. He's much more grown up. Much more grown up. This is Aquarius energy. So this is our master strategist, making good plans for the future. Definitely detached from emotion and drama, right? Not attached to drama. Or you know, silly outcomes, right? That's definitely the King of Swords, right? Definitely in that, more in their head. I think a lot of people are up in their head. It's interesting. We got the Ace, the King, and the Page of Swords all in this kind of suggested approach and outcome. So I would say with that, yeah, definitely detach from drama. Don't be overly cold, right? Don't, you know, be aware of that. Don't be too cool. Don't be too, like, rigid. Or stubborn in your viewpoints, but, you know, definitely don't tap into drama, fussiness, chaos, arguments. There's no point in it, you know, because you're really trying to keep your head clear about where the future is taking you. On the bottom, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, and I feel like things are moving very quickly. And for a lot of us, it puts us into a guarded energy, right? The Four of Pentacles is very much about, like, I don't want to get taken advantage of financially or emotionally, so I'm going to be real careful. I'm going to be real discerning about where I spend, or where and how I open up my heart. And I think a big reason that people are being a little more careful, a little more guarded, is because things are moving quickly, right? That could be what comes up if you're, you know, stepping into like a new relationship or a new dating situation. You know, things might be moving really quickly, and it might feel really great, and you're going, whoa, what's wrong here? You know, this is usually what happens, and it makes you kind of get guarded again. So just watch out for that. That's a little bit of an undercurrent there. It is a traveling energy. It's expansion versus restriction and limitation, right? I think we're weighing a lot of that. How much to expand, how much to be careful. That's a very strong balance here as well. Let's get into an affirmation on this for the collective, please, for this new moon in Aries. We've got action, y'all. What a surprise. It is Aries season. It is about action. It's about movement. It's about fiery direction. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. And on the bottom, we did have the Strength card, and that's interesting because we had that Strength in the center as well. You have courage. You can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. So strength and action coming up, guys. Beautiful. All right, folks. Good to see y'all out there. If anybody is interested in a personal read, I am open for those right now. If not, I will be wrapping this up pretty soon. So just let me know. Make sure to drink lots of water, guys. That's important right now, too. Drink plenty of water because it is warming up. playing around with timings these days too, y'all. You know, I'm trying to figure out when the best times to stream are, because sometimes I come in here and it's super busy and it's like everybody wants to read, and then sometimes I come in and it's just, you know, tumbleweeds. So I don't know, like I'm going by the analytic, you know, that said that this can tend to be kind of a busier time on my channel or on, you know, the foot traffic. Right now I'm not finding that to be the case, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep playing around with it, and hopefully we'll find, you know, a good place to kind of, oh, good. Have fun, Miss Aries. Yeah, see, I often think Fridays are usually kind of a busy night because, like, actually I'm getting ready to, like, cook some dinner and have a friend over and stuff. And so it's kind of like, you know, Friday nights are usually kind of busy, you know. That's what I think. That's why I quit doing regular live streams on Friday nights, because it was starting to be just like, well, nobody's here, right? But it's a little unpredictable. It really is. Like, it's super surprising. Like, what was the last live stream we did? Was Spirit Animal Sunday, last Sunday, and it got so busy. Like, I did, you know, all the animal spirit reads, and then, you know, tons of people wanted personal reads after. So it went great. Like, it was a super busy night. It was a really long live stream because of that. But then sometimes I come in here, just open up for, you know, personals, and like nobody's around. So I don't know. I don't know what the best times are going to be. I'm just playing around with it, y'all, to see what works best for you guys. So, but hopefully you enjoyed the new moon read. I'm excited about the energy coming through with that. That just feels, it feels really good. I'm looking forward to it. I'm already feeling kind of that shift. March wasn't a bad month. You know, it wasn't a bad month, but it was a little challenging at times. It was a little challenging. January and February were a lot harder. I feel like March got better, and I'm really thinking April will continue to get better. I do. I think April's going to be a better month overall. All right, y'all. Well, have a good night, and I'll try to jump on in here, you know, maybe in the next couple days, and see where y'all are at. And I hope that you have a wonderful weekend ahead. Good vibes, guys. We got that moon in Aries, to get out there and do something fun, you know, but be safe. Be safe. Because Aries energy, sometimes people get a little bit too wild and then they end up injuring themselves because they jumped off a cliff or something mad or, you know, crazy like that. So enjoy it, but don't enjoy it too much. That's a Capricorn. I'm like, have fun, but stay safe out there. Oh my goodness. Hey Maria, hope you're doing good. Good to see you in here. The birds are singing. It's beautiful out. Oh my goodness, it really is. It's just a gorgeous early spring day here. Everything's looking pretty and green, and it just, yeah, it's good stuff. It has been really windy, David. It has. I've noticed that. Yeah. It's been real off and on, but it's definitely been blowing around. Dragon Mama. Yeah. Sounds good, Silver Star. Hope you have a blast tonight. Have a good time. All right, honey. So I will see y'all soon. And have a good weekend. Have a great time, everybody. I'll see you. Take care. Best wishes.